Did you know you could be sitting on $1 million penny right now? Yeah, you heard that right, a single, tiny Lincoln penny could make you a millionaire. And no, this isn't some clickbait nonsense or a dream you had after binge-watching treasure hunting shows. We're talking about the 2017 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin currently valued at a staggering $1.1 million. So, check your pockets, your couch cushions, and even that old jar of coins Grandma gave you, because today, I'm spilling all the secrets about this rare treasure and why it's worth so much. And stick around to the end, because I've got a funny and slightly embarrassing story about my own coin hunting adventure. So, let's break it down. What's so special about the 2017 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny? First, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular penny was made. While millions of pennies are minted every year, only a tiny fraction end up with unique errors or characteristics that make collectors lose their minds. And the 2017 D penny? It's one of those rare gems. This coin became famous for its unusual die error. Imagine the machinery at the mint working overtime, and somewhere along the way, a little hiccup happened. Maybe someone forgot their morning coffee, or the machine decided to have a bad day. The result? A slight misprint or doubling effect on this penny, making it incredibly rare and highly sought after. And when collectors find rare coins, they're willing to pay big bucks to get their hands on them. Now, you might be thinking, okay, $1 million for a penny? Really? Yes, really. Coins like this are basically the Mona Lisa of pocket change. Collectors don't just see a penny, they see history, artistry, and, frankly, bragging rights. But here's the kicker: you don't need to be some expert or have fancy tools to find one of these bad boys. All you need is a good eye and a bit of patience. So, the next time you're about to toss your loose change into that vending machine for a snack, take a closer look. Who knows? That little penny could pay for a lifetime supply of snacks, and then some. Let me tell you about the time I thought I hit the coin jackpot. A few months ago, I found an old penny in my junk drawer. It looked odd, shinier than usual, and had a little imperfection. I was convinced it was one of these $1 million coins. I even bragged to my friends, "Guys, I'm retiring early, buying an island, and naming it Penny Paradise." So, I sent pictures to a coin expert online, feeling like a total genius, by the way, and guess what? It turned out to be just a regular old penny. Yep, I went from millionaire dreams to realizing I'd hyped up 1 cent. But hey, it taught me something important: always double check your coins, because the next one could actually be the real deal. So, what's the takeaway here? First, the 2017 D Lincoln penny is no joke, it's a tiny treasure worth a life-changing amount of money. Second, never underestimate your loose change. Check every coin, because you never know what you'll find. And finally, if you're into this kind of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of coin enthusiasts. We've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories to help you turn pocket change into life-changing money. Oh, and one last thing: if you do find a 2017 D penny worth $1.1 million, remember who told you about it first. A little finder's fee wouldn't hurt, right? Just kidding, kind of. Now go check your coins, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey there, treasure hunters. Imagine this: you're sorting through your pocket change, maybe grabbing a soda or dropping quarters in a vending machine, and bam! You spot a little copper coin that could be worth, wait for it, $1.2 million. Yep, I'm talking about the 1978 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Who knew such a small coin could pack such a massive financial punch? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into why this penny is so valuable, what makes it special, and most importantly, how you might find one hiding in plain sight. Before we jump in, let me share a quick story. When I was a kid, I used to collect pennies in a big glass jar. My grandma told me, "You never know what treasures you might have." Of course, at the time, I was just thinking about buying candy. Little did I know that one of those little coins could have changed my life. So, if you're a collector, a hobbyist, or just someone who loves a good underdog story, you're in for a treat. Let's get started. Okay, let's break it down. The 1978 D penny gets its name from the D mint mark, which means it was minted in Denver. Over 4 billion, yes, billion, of these pennies were made. So why on earth is one of them worth $1.2 million today? Simple: not all pennies are created equal. Some of these coins were minted with unique errors or variations that make them incredibly rare now. Here's where it gets interesting. Coin collectors love a good mistake, kind of like when a celebrity tweets something they shouldn't. In this case, the most valuable 1978 D pennies have errors like off-center strikes, double dies, where the image looks like it's been stamped twice, or even misaligned mint marks. These quirks turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. So, how do you know if you've got one of these golden, well, copper, tickets? First, grab a magnifying glass or a good pair of reading glasses, your eyes will thank you. Check for the D should be clear, but if it's doubled, tilted, or looks a little wonky, you might have a winner. Look at Lincoln's face or the words, "In God We Trust." If the letters or features appear doubled, that's a major clue. Is the coin perfectly round? If it looks a little off-center, that could be another sign of an error. A word of advice: don't get too excited if your penny just looks old and beat up. The real value comes from these specific minting errors, not regular wear and tear. Here's the thing about coin collecting, it's all about rarity and demand. The 1978 D penny with errors is super rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add it to their collection. Think of it like limited edition sneakers or rare Pokemon cards. The fewer there are, the more people want them. Add a juicy auction and suddenly, the price skyrockets. The record-setting $1.2 million 1978 D penny was sold at an auction where people were practically bidding with their jaws on the floor. Can you imagine? One penny, more than $1 million. That's enough to make you double-check your couch cushions, isn't it? Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: how you can find one of these gems. Start by checking the coins you already have lying around. I mean, who doesn't have a jar of pennies somewhere? Pay close attention to those minted in 1978 with the D mark. You can also hit up local coin shops, flea markets, or even eBay. But be cautious, fake coins are a thing, and you don't want to get scammed. Invest in a coin book or app that lists all the key details about valuable coins. It's like having a cheat sheet for treasure hunting. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1978 D mint mark Lincoln penny, a little coin that could be worth a fortune. Who would have thought that a piece of pocket change could buy a house, a car, or even a dream vacation? Makes you want to dig through your change jar right now, doesn't it? But here's the deal, this is just the beginning. There are so many other coins out there with hidden value, and I'm here to help you uncover them. If you found this video helpful, or at least entertaining, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I'll be sharing more tips, stories, and strategies to help you turn your coin collection into cash. And hey, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? What's the most valuable penny in your collection? Let's swap stories, because who knows? Your next penny could be the $1 million jackpot. Alright, folks, imagine this: you're digging through your pocket change, mindlessly tossing pennies aside when bam, you realize one of those tiny, overlooked coins is worth $1.3 million. Yeah, you heard me right, million, with an M. What if I told you that could happen to you, especially if you've got a 1966 no mint mark Lincoln penny lying around? Today, we're diving into the story behind this valuable coin, why it's worth so much, and how you could strike gold, or in this case, copper. So grab your loose change, because this isn't just a story about pennies, it's a potential life changer. Let's get into it. Okay, quick history lesson. The 1966 Lincoln penny was part of a wild time in U.S. coin history. Back in the mid-60s, the government decided to ditch mint marks temporarily. Why? They wanted to reduce coin collecting and encourage coins to stay in circulation. Little did they know, this would create a frenzy years later when collectors realized how rare these mint markless coins actually were. And now, here's the kicker: most 1966 pennies are just worth their face value, 1 cent. But every so often, a special penny surfaces. One in pristine condition, uncirculated, and graded incredibly high by experts. That's the kind of penny that sells for jaw-dropping amounts, like $1.3 million. Yep, one of these bad boys recently sold at auction for that amount, and it's all because of its condition, rarity, and the frenzy of collectors eager to own a piece of history. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, the one where you throw everything from rubber bands to random keys to who knows what. Anyway, I found a penny that looked different. It was old, shiny, and had no mint mark. My heart skipped a beat. Could it be one of those pennies? I rushed to my computer, Googled like my life depended on it, and even pulled out a magnifying glass. It turned out to be a 1966 penny, but it wasn't in the greatest shape. I took it to a local coin dealer, and they said, "Sorry, this one's seen better days." Total buzzkill, but hey, now I know what to look for, and so will you after this video. Alright, let's talk about what makes these pennies so valuable and how you can find one. Your penny needs to look like it's just been minted. No scratches, no dirt, no signs of wear. Think of it like trying to sell a car, it's worth a lot more if it's still shiny and new. If you think you've hit the jackpot, don't just guess, get the coin professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC. These folks know their stuff and can tell you how much your penny is really worth. Coins like this usually sell for big bucks at auctions. Look for major coin auctions or online marketplaces where collectors hang out, and hey, even if your penny isn't worth $1 million, some lesser grade 1966 pennies still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Not too shabby for a piece of pocket change, right? So, what's the moral of the story? Never underestimate the power of a penny. That 1966 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny might be hiding in your piggy bank, waiting to change your life. Before you go, let me ask you this. When's the last time you actually checked your coins? If the answer is never or not recently, it's time to start. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tips on coins worth big bucks, stories of incredible finds, and strategies to turn your change into a fortune. Who knows? Your next video binge here might just lead you to $1 million discovery. Hey, coin hunters and treasure seekers! Imagine digging through your spare change and finding a penny worth $1.40 million. Yeah, you heard me right, $1.4 million for a 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving deep into the wild world of rare coins, and I'll tell you exactly why this humble penny is worth a fortune. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know why checking your coins might just be the smartest hobby ever. Before we start, quick confession, I once spent a rare penny at a vending machine. Yep, true story. But hey, mistakes make for great stories, right? Now, let's make sure you don't make the same mistake. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. What makes this 1994 no-mint Mark penny so valuable? First, the no-mint mark part is key. Coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, and while they made tons of pennies that year, a few of these 1994 pennies have a special trait: they were struck on the wrong planchet. That means they're on a metal disc meant for a different coin, which makes them lighter and shinier than normal pennies. Collectors love errors like this because they're super rare. It's like finding a misprinted baseball card or a rare Pokemon card. Except, this one's worth enough to buy a house. Or at least a really fancy tiny house. In California. So, how did someone figure out this penny was special? Story time. A sharp-eyed collector noticed something weird about their pocket change. The penny felt lighter and looked shinier than usual. Turns out, it was made of zinc, but it didn't have the proper copper coating. This error wasn't caught by the US Mint Quality Control. Lucky for them, right? Unlucky for the mint. I like to imagine a mint employee somewhere going, "Oops. There goes $1 million mistake." Here's the kicker: this penny sold for a whopping $1.40 million at auction. Why? Because error coins are like the unicorns of numismatics. Serious collectors will shell out big bucks to own a piece of history, especially when it's as rare as this. But don't just take my word for it, let's break it down. It's rare. Rarity drives value in the coin world. It's got a fascinating story. A flawed yet beautiful masterpiece, kind of like me on Mondays. It's in pristine condition. Coins graded as mint state, MS, by professionals fetch top dollar. So, if you've got a penny with scratches and dings, don't quit your day job just yet. If you think you've got a valuable coin, get it professionally graded. It might cost a bit, but hey, it could turn your penny into a millionaire's dream. Now, here's the part where you come in. Start by checking your coins at home. Dump out that jar of change, raid your couch cushions, and go treasure hunting. Look for a 1994 penny without a mint mark. If it looks shiny or feels a little light, you might just have a winner, and don't forget, condition is king. Keep your coins safe from scratches, dirt, or, accidentally sending them through the washing machine. Learn that the hard way. Who knows? Your next McDonald's order could come with a side of $1.4 million. Alright, folks, here's the bottom line: checking your change could literally change your life. And even if you don't find a $1.4 million penny, this hobby is fun. It's like a scavenger hunt where the treasure is cold, hard cash. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe button for more tips on spotting rare coins and making money from your spare change. Don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment below. What's the coolest coin you've ever found? Let's get the conversation rolling. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time someone says, "It's just a penny," tell them, "It might just be a fortune." See you in the next video. Have you ever glanced at a random penny in your pocket and thought, "This thing's worth a penny"? Well, hold on to your hats or wallets, because I'm about to blow your mind. Imagine finding a penny worth not just 1 cent, but $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, a 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could make you a millionaire overnight. Hi, I'm Jake, your friendly guide through the wild world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just likes shiny things, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into what makes this 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so insanely valuable. Plus, I'll share a little story about how I almost missed a treasure hiding in plain sight. So grab your coffee or your piggy bank and let's get started. First things first, what's a no-mint Mark penny? Basically, it means the coin doesn't have a little letter indicating where it was minted. Most pennies from 2006 will have a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco. But a no-mint Mark coin? That's a Philadelphia special, except this one isn't just special. It's legendary. So, why is it worth $1.5 million? It all comes down to errors. This penny was struck with a rare die error, creating unique features that make collectors go bananas. Think of it like a limited edition sneaker drop, but for coins. There are so few of these pennies out there that they become the holy grail for numismatists, fancy word for coin nerds. Here's where it gets juicy. The 2006 no-mint Mark penny has a slightly doubled die. Basically, some of the details look like they have shadows. If you squint at Lincoln's profile or the letters, you might notice subtle doubling. These small imperfections are what drive the price sky high. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost threw away a valuable penny. One afternoon, I was cleaning out my car, the black hole where loose change goes to die. I found a penny and thought, just another penny. But something made me take a closer look. Spoiler alert, it wasn't worth millions, but it did turn out to be a rare wheat penny worth $50. Imagine if I tossed a $1.5 million coin without even knowing. Here's the fun part: you might already have one of these bad boys sitting in your change jar. The key is to check every 2006 penny you come across. Look for no mint mark and inspect it closely for doubling on the letters or Lincoln's image. If you're unsure, grab a magnifying glass or, better yet, take it to a coin expert. Trust me, they'll be just as excited to see it as you are. And let's talk about condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. So, if you find one of these pennies, don't spend it on vending machine snacks, get it graded by a professional. So, there you have it, the 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could make you rich. Who knew a tiny piece of copper could hold so much value? If you've got spare change lying around, now's the perfect time to start your treasure hunt. Before you go, here's a challenge: check your pocket right now and comment below if you find any interesting coins. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune. If you loved this video and want to learn more about coins that could change your life, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post weekly tips, stories, and strategies to help you discover hidden gems in your collection. Hey there, treasure hunters. Imagine this: you're at the checkout counter, casually digging through your loose change, when bam! You spot a penny. It looks just like every other penny you've seen until you realize it's not. What if I told you that little coin could be worth $1.6 million? That's right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 2018 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could it be sitting in your pocket or under your couch cushions right now? Stay tuned, because I'm about to spill all the details on why this coin is worth a fortune and how you might just hit the jackpot with one of these bad boys. Let's start with the basics. The 2018 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint, hence the D. At first glance, it's your run-of-the-mill penny. Same OL copper-coated zinc, same Honest Abe staring back at you, same shield design on the reverse. But here's the kicker, not all 2018 D pennies are created equal. So, what makes one of these pennies worth enough to buy a mansion? The answer lies in its rarity and a one-of-a-kind error. Back in 2018, during the minting process, a few pennies came out with a major die error. Think of it like a factory defect but way cooler. This error turned a humble penny into a collector's dream. The exact details of the error vary, but they include things like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even rare minting anomalies that shouldn't exist. Okay, now let's get practical. How do you know if your 2018 D penny is the penny? Start by grabbing a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera zoom. Check the mint mark and the lettering. If anything looks doubled, warped, or just plain funky, you might be onto something. Also, examine the edges. Sometimes errors show up there, but here's a pro tip. If you think you've got the golden ticket, don't just toss it in your piggy bank. Take it to a professional coin grader, like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and grade the coin, which is crucial if you want to cash in on that $1 million value. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car, the place where all good junk goes to live. I found a penny stuck in the cup holder, practically glued down by an ancient soda spill. I almost threw it away. But curiosity got the best of me, and I took a closer look. It wasn't a 2018 D, but it turned out to be a rare wheat penny from 1943. Sold it for $500. Not bad for a coin that was basically a sugar-coated fossil. So, moral of the story? Always check your change, it could literally change your life. So, you've checked your pennies, and you think you've got a winner. First, don't freak out. Okay, maybe freak out a little. Then, follow these steps, get the coin graded and authenticated, keep it safe. A coin worth $1.6 million deserves better than the bottom of your junk drawer. Research auction houses or collectors who specialize in rare coins. They're your best bet for cashing in. Alright, folks, let's wrap this up. The 2018 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest things can hold massive value. So, the next time you're about to toss your change into that jar on the counter, take a second look. Who knows? That little coin could be your ticket to a dream vacation, a new car, or, heck, early retirement. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories coming your way. And hey, if you've got a coin story of your own, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Hey, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Imagine this, you're at the grocery store, you hand over a penny as part of your change, and boom, the little coin is worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Crazy, right? Today, we're diving into the wild world of the 2015 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yep, that ordinary-looking penny might just be the ticket to a massive payday. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so special and how you can find one for yourself. And hey, if you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button right now because who doesn't want more tips on turning pocket change into a fortune? Let's jump in. So, what's the story with this seemingly regular penny? First, let's break it down. The 2015 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic series featuring Honest Abe himself. But here's the kicker, this particular coin doesn't have a mint mark. Normally, pennies made in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, so you might think, what's the big deal? Well, it's all about a rare minting error. These pennies are supposed to be pretty standard, but in a freak accident, a small batch came out with a flaw that made them exceptionally valuable. This could be anything from a doubled die error to a planchet issue, but the point is, it's rare, it's weird, and collectors absolutely love weird coins. Okay, $1.7 million for a penny? That's the kind of math I wish my bank account had. The value comes from a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. Think of it like a super exclusive club where only a handful of coins qualify. A pristine 2015 no-mint Mark penny recently sold for $1.7 million at auction because it's one of the finest examples of this error coin, and here's where it gets fun, most people don't even know this coin exists. So yes, There could be one sitting in a jar on your kitchen counter or hiding between your couch cushions. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, that black hole of random stuff, and I stumbled across a handful of pennies. One of them looked off. I started Googling like a mad person, and for a hot second, I thought I hit the jackpot. Spoiler alert, I didn't. But that moment of thinking I was a millionaire for 5 minutes? Priceless. And hey, it's the reason I got into coin collecting, so maybe it wasn't a total loss. So, how do you know if your penny is the one? First, look for a 2015 penny with no mint mark. Next, inspect it for any strange details, doubled letters, odd ridges, or anything that doesn't look quite right. You can even grab a magnifying glass or one of those cool coin microscopes. If you think you've got something special, send it off to a professional grading service. They'll tell you if your penny is just a penny or if it's your golden ticket. If you're thinking, but I don't even have pennies lying around, don't worry, I've got you. Start by checking your change. Hit up flea markets, yard sales, or even coin rolls from the bank. One person's penny is another person's fortune, right? Oh, and don't forget to ask Grandma if she's got an old coin jar tucked away. You'd be surprised what treasures are hiding in plain sight. Can we take a second to talk about how hilarious it would be to tell your friends you're a millionaire because of a penny? Hey, what's your secret to success? Oh, just casually found a $1.7 million coin in my car cup holder. The look on their faces would be priceless. Alright, folks, it's time to take action. Check your pockets, your couch, your car, and that jar of coins you've been meaning to cash in. Who knows? You could be sitting on a life-changing treasure without even realizing it. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies, remember me when you're swimming in your millions. Before you go, make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more tips on turning everyday coins into big money. Share this video with a friend who always says, it's just a penny, because, clearly, it's not. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Don't forget, this channel is all about helping you uncover hidden treasures. So, join the community, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and let's keep this conversation going. See you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, I know you're all excited about coins, who wouldn't be? But today, we're talking about something that might just blow your mind. Imagine finding a coin in your change that's not just a penny, but a ticket to possibly $1.8 million. Yeah, you heard me right. A 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth more than some of us make in a lifetime. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just start checking every single penny in your pocket like it's the holy grail of coins. But before we dive into the incredible world of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on more tips, tricks, and strategies to get your hands on coins that can make you a small fortune. Trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for this one. So, we're talking about the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. But what makes this little piece of copper worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? Let me break it down for you, and stick with me, because this is where things get interesting. Now, let me start with a little coin story of my own. A few years back, I was at a yard sale, just casually hunting for old stuff, and I picked up a mason jar full of loose coins. Just your regular stash of pennies, nickels, and a few dimes. I was about to walk away when I noticed something strange. One penny didn't look quite like the rest. It had this dull shine, almost like it had been sitting in a drawer for decades. Guess what? It was an old 1940-something penny. Not worth $1.8 million, but hey, a good find, right? I tell you that story because this is what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when that shiny, beat-up penny is going to turn out to be a gold mine. And that's exactly what happened with the 1980 no-mint mark penny. You see, when a penny is minted at the US Mint, it's supposed to have a mint mark to show where it was produced. Normally, you'd find mint marks on pennies from Denver, D, Philadelphia, P, and San Francisco, S. But in 1980, something rare happened. Some pennies rolled off the press with no mint mark at all. Why? Well, that's still a bit of a mystery. But here's where it gets fun. These pennies, without that mint mark, are super rare, And if you find one in mint condition, it could be worth more than just its copper value. Now, let's talk numbers. At this very moment, a 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is worth $1.8 million. Yes, I'm serious. It's not a typo. And why is it so valuable? Well, there are a few reasons. First off, let's talk rarity. The number of these 1980 no-mint Mark pennies produced was low. While the US Mint still made tons of pennies that year, these specific missing mint Mark coins are crazy hard to find. Collectors go wild over them because they're not something you can just walk into a store and pick up. Then, we have the condition. Like with any coin, its value skyrockets if it's in great condition, so if you happen to find a 1980 penny that's been preserved in mint condition, well, you might just be looking at a small fortune. Think about it, if I told you a penny could be worth $1.8 million, you'd probably think I was joking, right? But, it's the truth. There's a bidding war out there, and the demand for rare coins is growing like crazy. Here's where things get interesting, though. Most people, even collectors, overlook these pennies because they don't know what to look for. So, imagine this, you're at a flea market, going through a box of loose change, and bam! You find one of these beauties. You're probably not even going to think twice. But, if you know what you're looking for, you're looking at a small fortune now. I know some of you might be thinking, that's too good to be true. And you know what? I totally get it. It sounds like a fairy tale. I mean, we've all heard the crazy stories about people finding valuable coins in old shoeboxes or at estate sales. But let me tell you, this isn't some magical story. This is real. And you don't need a fortune to start looking for these coins. Just a bit of time and patience, and maybe a magnifying glass, and you could be well on your way to finding your own little treasure. Alright, so there you have it, the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. It's not just a penny, it's an opportunity. You don't need to be a coin expert to find valuable pennies like these, you just need to keep your eyes peeled and a bit of luck on your side. Who knows, maybe that pocket change you're ignoring today could be the key to unlocking $1.8 million tomorrow. So, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips, tricks, and strategies to discover the valuable coins hiding in your collection. And if you've ever found a crazy coin that turned out to be worth a lot of money, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories.